Hi little chef, guess what? You know it's that time of the year again, and I'm going back on the yacht this summer. This channel is the true below deck. So follow along to see what I do as a chef working on a yacht. This year I'm working on a 90-foot Ocean Alexander. Once I get on the yacht, I'm gonna do a grand tour of it. I also bought a GoPro and a really nice camera to showcase my food and all of the adventures we do on and off the boat. Of course, I'm going to be posting on TikTok, but check out my YouTube channel where I'm going to be posting longer form content. It's going to be awesome. So today I had a phone call with the owner of the yacht. We sat down for a 45-minute conversation to solidify dates, flights, guests coming on board, dietary restrictions, and pretty much every single detail. Having this conversation allows me to start planning my menu for the whole 2-month trip. And this menu planning process takes about 2 months in total. And I'm gonna take you through step by step of how I planned for this trip. Bye, little chef. Today, I got some bad news from Captain Mark. He called and told me the original plans for this yacht trip might have to pivot some. A tornado came through the marina that one of the boats was at. Captain Mark sent me photos and videos of all of the damage. The original plan was to go out with the 90-foot Ocean Alexander and the 74 Viking Sportfish, which is this one that got destroyed. I was really looking forward to have this second boat with us because the Sportfish has tons of freezer space. And with us being gone for 2 months, I need all of the space I can get. But unfortunately, nature had different plans. Most of the damage happened because the tiles were flying off roofs from around the area and flying into the boat. And because the windows are tempered glass, it's everywhere. Not only would having this second boat help with food storage, but I would have also gotten my own room. Which I'm a little bummed about, but also how can I be bummed being on a yacht in the Bahamas and cooking amazing food? Bye, little chef. Hi, little chef, here's the calendar for the yacht trip. So the yacht is departing from Miami on June 2nd. I am going to a wedding, so I can't go out with the boat, but I'm flying in on the 4th into Nassau. So for about the first week, we're gonna have the 2 owners, 1 guest, and the 4 crew members. Then the owners are gonna fly out. Oh, look, my mom texted. Hi, Mom. They're gonna fly out, they're gonna go to Singapore and Canada and take like a cruise around Canada, so that'll be fun for them. We're gonna have no guests on the yacht for about 2 weeks. Honestly, I'm really excited to explore the islands. I really haven't done much of it. I'm usually in my little galley cooking away. So after those couple of weeks of relaxing with no guests, now it gets crazy. We have 16 guests coming on board, along with the 4 crew. I'm excited. So they're gonna be on the yacht celebrating the 4th of July. They're gonna be here for about a week, and then everyone flies back to Miami. So then we have no guests for another week, and this is atypical. Usually they're on the yacht the whole entire summer, so this is definitely new this year. Then the owners come back with their kids. So there's gonna be 7 guests on board, and this is gonna be a fun bunch. I love bartending, and I see a lot of it happening this week, so let's go. And finally, the guests depart, and the crew comes back with the boat into Miami. It should take us probably a week to come down. Bye, little chef. Hi, little chef. After about 50 hours of work, the menu's finally done. And a lot of you have been asking how I make my menus. Let me break it down for you. The key is variety. We'll be out at sea for about 2 months, and I never want to serve the same thing twice. That's boring. So the first thing I'll do is pick my proteins. So let's take beef, for example. I'll think about all the different cuts of beef and break those down into subcategories. The owners actually bought a cow at auction. Her name's Brownie, but Brownie's in our freezers right now on board. So we have brisket, short ribs, sirloin, ribeye, T-bone, every part of the cow. Then we can go into chicken, pork, fish, shellfish, and break those down into subcategories as well. After I come up with my list of different kinds of proteins, then I'll think about what type of cuisine I want to make with those. Asian, Italian, French, German, Greek, Middle Eastern, the possibilities are endless. So I pay close attention to where I place these dishes on my menu setup. For example, I don't want to make Greek food for lunch and dinner in one day, nor do I want to have like 2 chicken dishes in one day. We want to switch it up. Bye, little chef. Hi, little chef. This is how I handle dietary restrictions while working as a chef on a yacht. So this year I'm cooking low FODMAP and low glycemic. Low FODMAP is no gluten, limited dairy, and biggest one for me is probably no garlic and onions, which is like the base of all yummy dishes. I mean, I'm Italian, so garlic like runs through my veins. So there are ways of going around this. You can take the onion or the garlic and infuse it in the oil and just get the essence of it. But that's it, like not even garlic powder or onion powder. And then for low glycemic, that's just like low sugar, low carbs. So this menu is definitely protein packed. I have 2 different apps on my phone, so I know every single ingredient that goes into my dish is neither high FODMAP or high glycemic. The low glycemic diet is pretty easy to figure out what's gonna be low or high glycemic, but the FODMAP is very difficult. It's like totally random. Like some fruits are fine, but some are like bad. So that's why menu development for this yacht trip usually takes forever, because I'm going through each dish and making sure each ingredient in that is following the diet. So the yellow highlighted stuff is what crew will eat, and then the green is what the owners or guests will eat. Bye, little chef. I'm a chef on a yacht, and this is what the crew eats. For the most part, we eat the exact same thing as the guests do. However, breakfast can be a little particular. Captain Mark likes one big apple for breakfast. And then once we get into the Bahamas, we'll get our hands on some Johnny cakes, and we'll be toasting those up every single morning. For lunch, the guests usually go to the island and eat, so I will pawn off all of the leftovers on the crew. The owners follow a specific diet, which is pretty low carb. So the owner's dinner will only consist of a protein and a vegetable. The crew's doing a lot of physical labor in the day, so we need our carbs. So in addition to the protein and the vegetable, I'll normally cook up some pasta or rice or potatoes for the crew. The owners also don't eat sugar, but the crew has a sweet tooth. So I'll surprise the crew with their favorite desserts. I always have chocolate chip cookies on hand because that's Captain Mark's favorite. I make sure to grab protein-packed snacks, and I'll put it down in crew quarters for them to grab it whenever they want. So all in all, the crew eats very well. Scallops, lobster, duck, steak, lamb. Just living the dream. Little chef, you need to stop buying the Ninja Creamy.